You're summoned to a sterile conference room after 19 years of loyal service, balancing every penny for a company you helped build, only to hear your job's gone. No explanation, just a cardboard box and security waiting. Patrick Greer, a 59-year-old accountant, faced this cold betrayal from executives hiding millions in fraud. But what if he'd been documenting their every shady move for years? What if he turned their scheme against them, saving workers' pensions and exposing their crimes to the feds? This is his story of quiet resilience and devastating justice that'll leave you cheering. If you've ever been discarded by those you trusted, felt the sting of being underestimated, or dreamed of turning the tables on greedy schemers, smash that like button, subscribe for more heart-pounding revenge tales, and buckle up. This story of a loyal accountant's triumph over corporate betrayal will keep you glued to every word. Picture a sprawling industrial complex in St. Louis, Missouri, where Northmere Dynamics churns out heavy machinery, the air thick with the scent of molten steel and oil, the rhythmic clang of assembly lines echoing through cavernous warehouses. This was once the heart of American manufacturing, a family-run beacon of quality, now a playground for venture capital sharks. Patrick Greer, 59, was its financial guardian. A senior controller with 19 years of service, his meticulous spreadsheets ensuring every dollar was accounted for, his office a sanctuary of order amid the chaos of production. A widower since cancer took his wife, Diane, 5 years ago, Patrick poured his grief into numbers, finding solace in their truth. But one spring morning, that sanctuary crumbled. The conference room was cold, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, the glass table reflecting Julia Stokes' manicured nails tapping impatiently on her tablet. "Due to restructuring, your position is eliminated," she said, eyes fixed on the screen, voice devoid of warmth. Patrick's chest tightened, breaths shallow, as if the air had been sucked out. Damon Ellis, her deputy, slid a cardboard box across the table. "We'll need your key card and parking pass. Security will escort you. No glance, no nod to 19 years. Is there anything you'd like to say, Patrick?" Julia's tone begged for weakness, tears, anger, something to feed her smugness. "No, thank you for the opportunity," he replied, voice steady, straightening his tie, clutching the leather portfolio Diane had gifted him. "Retirement," Damon emphasized, knowing Patrick was 5 years shy of full benefits. A calculated jab. Kyle, the security guard, trailed him to his office, muttering, "Sorry, Mr. Greer. Not your doing, Kyle." Patrick wrapped Diane's photo in tissue. Paper, heart heavy, the portfolio hiding a flash drive. 3 years of evidence. Irregular vendor payments, suspicious wires, canceled audits. Julia and Damon thought they were purging a nosy accountant who questioned their consulting fees. They didn't know he'd tracked every move since Julia lost vendor forms, since Damon pushed out dissenters. In the lobby, co-workers avoided his gaze, their silence louder than the factory's hum. 19 years of loyalty reduced to a cardboard box. In his car, a tight smile crept across his face. "They think I'm leaving with nothing. I'm leaving with their undoing." Northmere wasn't always this way. Under Harold Northmere, it was a family. Patrick hired fresh from college, mentored by Harold himself. Numbers don't lie, Patrick. People do. Keep them honest. Harold's retirement brought his son's sale to investors, then Julia's arrival, sharp, ambitious, from a multinational known for ruthless growth. Damon followed, preaching culture evolution, his nephew soon clogging the finance chain with inexperience. Small cuts grew, cheaper parts, delayed maintenance, then unchecked vendor. Payments, untraceable consulting fees, duplicated expenses. Patrick's questions went unanswered, emails ignored. He started a shadow ledger, backed up off-site, not for revenge but for Harold's echo. Numbers don't lie. Greg from purchasing whispered discrepancies. 2 weeks later, he was gone. Performance. Issues, they claimed. Patrick's daughter, Ellie, a lawyer, noticed his late nights. "What's going on, Dad?" "Just busy season," he lied, shielding her. When Damon's nephew took over approvals, Patrick knew his days were numbered. He cataloged every shady transaction, every policy-gutting safeguards, storing it on the flash drive. Driving home, jobless, the emptiness hit. No reports, no deadlines, just silence in a house hollow without Diane. He poured whiskey, the burn grounding him, when Ellie called. "Tina from accounting said you were let go." "What happened?" "Restructuring," he said, dodging her instinct to sue. "Some battles aren't fought in courtrooms." In his home office, the flash drive glowed with truth. 3 years of fraud, organized by date, amount, incident. He drafted an email to the SEC and state attorney, finger hovering over send. This could ruin Northmere, Harold's legacy. He closed the laptop, pulling out a photo album, Diane at the company picnic, Harold's retirement. "What would you do, Diane? Do what's right. Everything else is noise." Sleep eluded him, but morning brought clarity. This wasn't about his job, it was about Harold's legacy, cheated vendors, workers' pensions at risk. He called James Parker, college roommate, now federal prosecutor. "I need to talk about financial irregularities at Northmere. Extensive. Can we meet today?" 3 days later, a certified letter arrived. A paltry severance for 19 years, tied to a suffocating confidentiality agreement. Ellie reviewed it. "They're scared, Dad. This NDA's extreme." "Don't sign," I said. "They'll fight dirty." Julia appeared at his door, fake warmth masking urgency. "We can offer 2 more months if you sign today. What's the rush? Budget finalization, paying vendors properly. Westbrook invoices without receipts? Consulting fees to your brother-in-law's shell company?" Her smile vanished. "Be careful with accusations, Patrick. Did you take company documents?" "Theft? My work product, per the handbook." She left, warning of complications. A threatening text followed. "Back off. We know about the flash drive." A car parked outside his house. Bank called. Failed access attempts. Subscription spam flooded his email. They were squeezing him. James urged caution, compelling evidence, but we need an insider. Teresa, Patrick's assistant, called, voice trembling. "Meet at my brother's. Cabin, private." She arrived paranoid, flash drive in hand. "They're faking an audit, backdating approvals, creating false trails. I have system logs, your old credentials." Evidence went beyond fraud. Overcharged government contracts, falsified safety certifications, depleted pension funds, a planned sale to strip assets. Drew from Quality Control questioned this. Vanished. No termination record, badge unreturned. A chill settled. This isn't just money. Lives are at stake. Patrick secured evidence in 3 locations. Ellie's safe, a bank deposit box encrypted to James. Greg and other ex-employees confirmed patterns, discrepancies, buried safety issues. Drew called panicked. Bentonville contract. Fake certifications for military vehicle parts. Threatened my family. I'm leaving. Line dead. James escalated. DOD involved. We need current records. Patrick called Julia, voice defeated. Let's discuss severance, Lakeside Hotel, neutral ground. She agreed, unaware the hotel was wired, agents waiting. Hold on. The climax erupts now, with a sting operation, federal agents, and justice as Patrick's. Evidence topples a corrupt empire, leaving his betrayers stunned. In the Lakeside Hotel's Magnolia Room, Julia reviewed the NDA, her attorney whispering, "Looks in order. Sign. Put this behind us. Covers all matters, right? Pension irregularities. Bentonville contract." Julia's smile faltered. Standard language. One question. Does this cover report federal crimes? Her attorney stiffened. I'm stating I've given evidence of fraud, embezzlement, endangerment to authorities, including now. Doors opened, James with FBI, DOD investigators. Julia Stokes, warrant to search. Northmere sees records, her face drained, lunging for her phone, intercepted. Damon, CEO detained, grand jury reviewing. Patrick walked out, relief flooding. Chest light, truth triumphant, Harold's legacy honored, workers protected. This saga shows justice's quiet power. Greed's betrayal cuts deep, but truth prevails. When resolve holds firm. When did someone's lies cost you, and how far would you go for what's right? If this tale of corporate greed exposed and justice won sent chills through you, smash that like button and share in the comments. What's your most infuriating betrayal story? Subscribe with notifications for more Reddit revenges that grip your soul. Thanks for watching. Sometimes the quietest fight saves the most. See you next time.